Welcome to all inspiring chefs, cooks, and everything between alike. This is Griever, your guys' host as always, bringing you guys not the latest episode because I am behind, because I didn't find a link, because I'm not subscribed to Crunchyroll, but either way, I have now finally watched episode 4, that's right, episode 4 of the 5th plate of Shokugeki no Souma, the final season, the 5th season. Now, somebody's gonna sue somebody. I'm just saying, like, the manga, it was blatant. The anime is basically putting another nail in Jesus's goddamn cross because they didn't even try with the color schemes. Because I don't know if you guys know this. I'm not sure if you're aware, but on the noir side of things, did anybody expect to see Escanor as Death? That dude who trained Jolteon in Pokemon in the anime, who grew up and got some piercings in his hair. Hannibal Lecter, that guy from Devil's Rejects, and a host of other blatant rip-offs of other character designs from other media franchises. Did you expect that? Because I did not. And when I read the manga, it was blatant and I made fun of it then. You can go check out my reviews. I don't know if the reviews are up to this point. Yeah, they should be. They should be. All the reviews still on my channel from my old channel should be on this channel if you're curious on a week-to-week manga basis. I forget what chapter this roughly is, but either way, we talked about it then. We're talking about it now because they didn't even try. Esde's hair color, the Jolteon brother, the Devil's Reject suit with the red thing, and the Escanor. Literally, they haven't changed the goddamn color. It's a different shade. It's more yellow than green vest. That's what they've changed. Like, it's a different shade of blonde. Like, oh my. Like, somebody's gonna sue somebody over this, or somebody should have, or maybe somebody already did, because this is just blatant. I don't know if it's supposed to be intentional. It has to be. It's meant to be like a gag, like a joke, but I don't get why. I don't get how it's funny. Like, I just don't. But anyways, that's the noir side of thing. We get introduced to all of them. As I said, this episode follows pretty concurrent with the manga. The first few episodes, they were all over the place and stuff. In a good way, I like that, like the filler part of that. And that was also to fill up space, because we are into the final season. There won't be another one. So they might want to expand and fix some things like they did at the beginning. I mean, they can only fix so much here in the anime, but in my opinion, they fixed a lot of the initial starting problems with the last arc of the manga in the first few episodes here of the anime. So they can't fix everything. That's not their fault. And here they've tried their best. Here, from now on, the blue competition was pretty okay. Like there's a few mishaps here and there. Once again, I am not a fan of Megumi and Takumi being here in place of certain other characters that I feel like should have been here instead or included thereof. But fan favorite, popular, blah, 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 that kind of stuff, right? Either way, they tried to explain it in the last episode and such, and I mean, it was an okay explanation. I mean, they can only do so much. It's not like the anime can totally do a 180 and just go a totally different direction. So that's what we're into right here. The moment, I want to talk about a moment here, and it's right before we really get into the bulk of the episode, and it's when the Noir show up, and of course, as I've already said, they're all rip-offs of other character designs. Then we get Souma in his usual badass state being like, it's a good day for revenge. I'm gonna win this thing. And you and me, we're gonna have a face-off sort of idea. In the manga, the anime, it was less impactful the way it was handled. Still a bit insulting. I had totally forgotten about this. In the manga, this was a slap in the face. When Souma goes into serious mode for almost 300 chapters, Souma goes into serious mode, every villain ever has even paused and just like wide-eyed shock or whatever. They might then and dismiss him, but he always stays serious and just glaring. Soma doesn't lose his composure. When Soma goes into serious mode, it's always been serious. They make light of Soma in serious mode. It's not as serious mode here in the anime, and I like this small tweak because it changes it from a total, oh my god, like what are they doing in the manga, to here being a little more lighthearted and not meant to be so serious. But Soma literally did a I won't let you destroy my dorm thing to Aizen, sort of idea in the manga. And the same thing took place. Saiba, Asahi just walked by, forget you, punk. And then it went into the comedy, the chibi, question mark thing. And it was like, no. That would be like in the middle of the Beerus versus Goku fight. Beerus all of a sudden, Goku's like, I will not let you destroy my world, huh? And go crazy. And then Beerus just go, no, I'll deal with you later. And him go, imagine in the middle of the Goku versus Majin Vegeta fight. Imagine him going Super Saiyan 3 for the first time and making a joke out of it. Like, these things, the anime, I got to give so much credit for. The reason I bring this up is because the anime didn't put Soma in such a serious mode. Yeah, he was being like, I'm going to get my revenge on you and stuff like that. And he was made fun of and such. But it was not so dynamic and so, like, in that realm of, okay, this is Soma versus Hayama after he joined the Elite 10 on Central side. This is not Soma versus, Aizen for the sake of the Polar Star dorm and stuff. Not those level of seriousness. He was here, and that's what happened. So it's a whole thing. Anyways, this is just a comparison from the manga. I'm glad what the anime did here because it was actually almost insulting to us as readers and people who like Soma as a character to see this treatment of his character. Here, it's more lighthearted. It's more just blasé. Nobody really cares. And Soma's not got the really epic, eye glare with the gleam in it, sort of like, Kenshin style, but Tosai, let's go Sith eyes on his ass and glare at him, sort of idea. None of that stuff. No dynamic lighting. No crazy fire background or anything like that. Just to be like, phoop, carpet pulled underneath your feet. So just wanted to bring that up because it's these little tweaks that are making this arc insanely better than the manga's equivalent. So just wanted to bring that up here. Now, the bulk of the episode is, of course, explaining that some people are seated. Arena's got to face her own trials. And they basically have 3 gates to go through. Certain chefs are seated for further gates. Soma is apparently, along with Takumi and Megumi, considered seed number 1. So they still have to pass each trial to get to the actual blue competition. This is to weed out a bunch of people. Apparently, this is the same with the manga. Apparently, it was always basically a Shokugeki. It was a cooking competition. Now, they've changed it up here this year. This is a very different year where they've invited the Noirs and stuff. And that hasn't really been brought up, I don't believe, here in the anime, that the Noirs, it's their first time ever appearing, because it was always like, no, we don't bring the Noirs, gangsters and murderers and stuff. No. But here they are. The first judge for the round is an old man who was an ex-Noir. He used to, be a Noir, and for many, many years, and he cooked, since the time of the war. I assume they're referring to World War II. And just all this stuff, right? So he needs to be satisfied with his last supper. He's hospitalized, he's old and that kind of idea, so you need to feed him something that'll be his last supper. A lot of the light chefs or the outside world chefs fail. All the underworld chefs pass and claim how easy it is. And the old man is pretty... He's pretty on the ball with this stuff. He's really serious about this stuff. He keeps pulling out a gun. He's got 2 revolvers in actual fact. One with a live ammunition in the back, and one with the bullet you pass or you fail sort of bullet, right? Like a Joker gun, like a bang comes out sort of idea, right? Party gun. So he's really serious about finding something about this Last Supper stuff. So the Noirs think that none of the outside chefs are going to pass. The ex-Noir judge himself believes nobody will find something to pass. Soma, of course, shows up and just goes, here you go, old man. And he goes, what's this crap about Last Supper? He goes, yeah, you can't cook anymore because he can't stand in the kitchen. He can't hold a knife anymore. So it's very difficult. So his whole life has been cooking, and he doesn't feel there's any time worth living. Like what's the point in him being alive? But then we get Souma there going, well, this is an appetizer. He serves him an appetizer that's so delicious. And then he goes, but of course, an appetizer is meant to whet your appetite so you are looking for more food. Like, this isn't the end. So Souma went against the theme of the Last Supper and fed him something to make him want to eat another meal. A second, a third, a fourth meal to continue to eat. Because he even says, look at your teeth. You still have all your teeth, so you don't need to be outside the culinary world. So you can't cook for yourself anymore. Have other people cook for you and taste all the delicious cuisines and foods you have yet to try in this world. There's still plenty for you to do. Don't give up. And when you finally think that you're on death's door, come to my diner and I'll serve you the final supper. This dish is only your first of an entire, course meal. And when you're done, you come to me and we'll finish this meal. This is only the beginning. It's not the end. And that ideology got through to the old man, and it was actually it was really well done in the manga, really well done here in the anime. I like it. This is far more interesting than the next one. The next competition, assuming it stays the same from the manga, to me, kind of stupid. Didn't like it. Made little sense to me. But either way, that's the first gate. They all pass. Takumi passes, apparently having to feed children. Megumi passes, having to feed dogs and their owners. So everybody passes. Arena's set to take up on her own sort of special competition where she has to take on a bunch of different chefs. It appears like she has to take on some of the chefs that lost in the first gate. So it seems like, is she taking on all the people that lost? I haven't reread the manga recently, so I'm not sure. But it seems like here she has to face all the chefs that lost. So all the people that lost the first gate, she has to face and defeat. Then all the people of the second gate that lose, she's going to have to face and defeat. And it's just going to continue until she gets there. So she's in her own trial. She wasn't even seeded. She has her own sort of separate special trial to go through. Either way, I thought this episode was fine. It's pretty good. As I said, my only gripes, honestly, are about the things from the anime or from the manga, and that really can't be helped. The competition was cool. I like the old man. I like the idea that, the whole Last Supper, no, you still have more to live for. Ex-noir judge. The dynamic was really cool, and I like the fact that they fixed such an insulting moment in the manga here in the anime in the form of Souma and Saiba. So either way, what did you guys think of the episode? What are your thoughts? Like, comment, and subscribe. As always, this has been Griever with your episode review for Shokugeki no Souma. Episode 4. Keep cooking, guys. Don't forget to drink responsibly. We'll see you back here next time.